Welcome back to The Curious Minds, Knowledge in a Nutshell. I'm Jakob, and today we're diving into the fascinating story of a country that rebuilt itself from the ground up, transforming into one of the most digitally advanced and economically competitive nations in the world. Imagine living in a place where starting a business, voting, or even accessing healthcare is just a few clicks away. This is the story of Estonia, a digital pioneer punching far above its weight. To understand Estonia's incredible transformation, we need to step back into its turbulent history. This small Baltic country, nestled between Russia and Scandinavia, has long been at the crossroads of empires. Over centuries, it endured domination by Denmark, Sweden, and later the Russian Empire. Despite foreign rule, Estonia managed to preserve its distinct language and cultural identity, often in quiet defiance of its occupiers. In 1918, amidst the chaos following World War I and the Russian Revolution, Estonia seized the chance to declare independence. The interwar period became a time of cultural and political renewal. However, this newfound freedom was short-lived. World War II brought devastating upheaval. First came the Soviet occupation in 1940, followed by the Nazi invasion in 1941, and then the return of Soviet forces in 1944, cementing decades of communist control. Under Soviet rule, Estonia's economy and culture were stifled. Forced industrialization turned the country into a cog in the Soviet machinery, prioritizing factories over local innovation. By the 1980s, however, a growing underground movement began resisting Soviet policies. Estonia found its voice through the Singing Revolution, a peaceful uprising defined by mass gatherings where forbidden patriotic songs were sung. This cultural defiance ultimately led to Estonia declaring independence in 1991 as the Soviet Union collapsed. Independence brought freedom but also immense challenges. In 1991, Estonia's economy was struggling. Inflation soared to nearly 1,000%. Unemployment was high, and the country faced the daunting task of transitioning from a centrally planned economy to a free market system. Yet, rather than focusing on its difficulties, Estonia's leaders embraced radical reforms to stabilize and modernize the nation. One of the first steps was introducing a flat income tax rate of 26%, a bold and simple policy that encouraged investment and made tax collection efficient. Estonia also pegged its currency, the kroon, to the Deutsche Mark, bringing immediate stability. These reforms were accompanied by large-scale privatization of state-owned enterprises, allowing Estonia to shed the inefficiencies of its Soviet past. Within a decade, Estonia's economy began to flourish, achieving annual growth rates of 7 to 8% during the early 2000s. Today, Estonia is part of the Eurozone, the OECD, and the European Union, with a GDP per capita of over $26,000, adjusted for purchasing power, one of the highest among former Soviet states. Its export-driven economy thrives on sectors like information technology, manufacturing, and logistics, with trade partnerships stretching across Europe, Asia, and North America. Economic growth alone wasn't enough for Estonia. The country's leaders understood that innovation would be essential for long-term success. That's where technology came in, reshaping Estonia not only as a nation, but as a brand. One of the first major steps was the Tiger Leap initiative in 1997. This ambitious program aimed to equip schools across the country with computers and internet access, ensuring future generations were digitally literate. By the early 2000s, Estonia had one of the highest rates of internet penetration in Europe, laying the groundwork for its next big leap, e-governance. By 2000, Estonia launched an online government portal where citizens could interact with public services, paying taxes, registering businesses, and applying for social benefits. All became accessible digitally. What's remarkable is the efficiency. Estonians can complete their tax returns in under 5 minutes. In 2005, Estonia made history by introducing online voting in national elections, becoming the first country in the world to do so. Building on this success, Estonia launched the e-residency program in 2014, This initiative allows individuals from anywhere in the world to establish and run businesses virtually within Estonia's digital infrastructure. With over 100,000 e-residents from 176 countries, the program has attracted millions in revenue and positioned Estonia as a hub for global entrepreneurship. Of course, moving so much of society online carries risks. Estonia learned this firsthand in 2007 when it faced one of the world's first large-scale cyber attacks, suspected to have been orchestrated by Russia. The attack targeted banks, government websites, and media outlets, temporarily disrupting services across the country. Rather than retreat, Estonia doubled down on cybersecurity. The country invested heavily in digital resilience, becoming a global leader in protecting online systems. Today, Estonia is home to NATO's Cooperative Cyber Defense Center of Excellence, where experts from around the world collaborate on strategies to combat cyber threats. Estonia's experience has made it a model for nations navigating the balance between digital innovation and security. Despite its rapid modernization, Estonia hasn't lost touch with its roots. The singing revolution remains a cornerstone of the nation's identity, symbolizing the resilience and unity of its people. This cultural spirit is celebrated every 5 years at the Estonian Song Festival, where tens of thousands gather to honor their heritage through music. Estonia's connection to nature is another defining feature. Over half the country is covered by forests, and this natural beauty plays a vital role in its national consciousness. The government has prioritized sustainability, investing in green energy and conservation to ensure that economic progress doesn't come at the expense of the environment. Let's talk numbers to truly understand Estonia's success. Today, Estonia's GDP has grown nearly tenfold since independence, reaching over 41 billion. Its exports account for nearly 80% of GDP, with key products including machinery, electronics, and wood products. Estonia ranks among the top nations in Europe for ease of doing business, digital innovation, and education. In the tech sector alone, Estonia punches far above its weight. Companies like Skype, Bolt, and Wise originated here, showcasing the country's potential as a breeding ground for innovation. With over 1,000 startups, Estonia has the highest number of unicorn companies per capita in Europe, a testament to its thriving entrepreneurial ecosystem. Estonia's transformation offers a roadmap for countries aiming to leapfrog into the future. Its flat tax system simplified bureaucracy, its e-governance system enhanced transparency, and its focus on technology built trust between citizens and the state. Perhaps the most significant takeaway is the importance of vision. Estonia's leaders didn't settle for incremental progress. They aimed for revolutionary change. In a world grappling with technological disruption, Estonia proves that digital systems can foster equality, efficiency, and innovation. It's not just about the tools, it's about the mindset to embrace them. From Soviet oppression to a digital powerhouse, Estonia's journey is a story of resilience, vision, and the power of innovation. It's proof that even small nations can lead the way when they dare to think big. Next week, we'll explore another fascinating topic: how Singapore became a global powerhouse. Don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss it. Until then, I'm Jakub. This is The Curious Minds, knowledge in a nutshell. Stay curious.